Alright guys, welcome back to some more MXGP 2020. Today we have some big, faster lines that you can take on some tracks. And at the end of the video, because there isn't a ton of really big lines that I'm aware of, I did make a custom track that has two really big lines on it. So we have a track, it is a short track, and it doesn't have a ton on it, but the point of the track is to have massive jumps, massive lines, and that was the point of the track. So that's at the end of the video. There is a few really big lines, but then there's, I mean, they're big, but I wouldn't say they're that difficult. So let's jump into it, starting with the first line. Alright, so the first lines we have here are from Great Britain. You have the ginormous quad. I wouldn't say it's very tough, it's pretty obvious, but we still clipped a bit. And then you have a triple single. You do have to take the outside to hit that line, but it isn't too bad. I don't know if it's practical, but it's fun. Then we have Latvia. This line isn't extremely tough, but when you're racing, you might not be able to hit that very clean. So in my opinion, it is the big, fast line there, but I don't know. A lot of times I find myself just casing that section, so the way we hit it is by far the superior way. And then I kept going because there's also a really cheesy, kind of a cheater line, I guess. It's at the end here. If you take the outside, you can just cut the track and go around it. And then we switch over to... is this Turkey? I think it is. This triple here, it's not tough. You can hit it on the 125, the 250. You just have to take the outside. And in multiplayer, a bunch of people usually take the inside and just double, but you can triple it. Here we are at Italy, and this line is pretty crazy because to jump to the table isn't so bad, but to get the step off over that inside jump, that's tough. And I tried that line for a while. It's pretty fast, but normally I would take the inside, so I don't know if it's practical. This is Russia, that big double send. Last year was a bit easier. They did put a really big jump in front of it to kind of stop that, I guess. This is Portugal. And that double, it's kind of dumb. I don't really know if it's practical, but I felt like it was a bigger fast line. This is Germany, and we hit a triple. Maybe you could quad down into the bottom, but I couldn't get the speed. Maybe you would need a better bike setup. But that's the last one I have. There isn't a ton. It isn't Supercross, so to find the really big fast lines is tough because the game, it isn't really made for that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a ton of really crazy, ginormous lines on the track, you know? So here is the custom track that I built. And this section, I mean, I wasn't even going to put jumps on the track. I was just going to make it a flat track, basically, and have the two really big jumps that I wanted to build on the track. This first one is massive, and it took a long time to figure out how I wanted to build the landing so I didn't crash every time, because I would hit it perfect, but we're just dropping out of the sky. So I pretty much crashed even if I hit it perfect, you know? But we did figure it out. It is a big quad. Should have built something here, but I was being lazy. I didn't have a layout idea for the track. I just had the two ideas that I'm showing you here. And then we jump down the first hill. And this was just to gain speed to hit this. Now, unfortunately, I did crash here, so I had to edit in not crashing, and we do hit it. That is insane, dude. I don't know if you can make a bigger jump than what we have there, because if it gets a whole lot bigger, you just crash when you hit it. So, I mean, it kind of has a limit to what you can do as far as big jumps. I mean, maybe you can make a jump that went farther, but I don't know if it could be higher, you know, because like I said, you're just kind of falling out of the sky and you crash. So this section was fun. It was really fun. Somebody was asking for a Red Bull straight rhythm, and this is the closest thing I could make to it, because you just can't hit the rhythms that you would want for Red Bull straight rhythm using the MXGP track editor. You know what I mean? It just doesn't, the game isn't built for that. It's an outdoor game. It isn't a crazy technical rhythm section game like Supercross. So that's probably about as close as we're gonna get. This one was tougher. Originally, I jumped over the road, and the way I have it here, I was kind of holding back a bit because it just worked better that way. But yeah, I'll never validate it because, well, one, there isn't much of a point to it, but the other reason is because I went back to the main menu and forgot to save. It doesn't ask you to save before leaving. So unfortunately, I don't have the track saved. So this is it. Never gonna see it again. Also, another side note, if you hit that jump, the big one on the left side, you do hit it easier. You don't come up short as easy. So that's just a pro tip. Even though the track, you can't play it, maybe somebody can replicate it. Yeah, maybe somebody can try and remake it on console, because I was playing on PC. But that's gonna wrap up this video. This should be coming out on Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy holidays. Thank you for all the support on the channel. It really does mean a lot. I don't know if we'll have a video for New Year's, but if we don't, if this is the video for New Year's, thank you. I appreciate you. If you watched a video, left a comment, a like, just being here, it means a lot. It really does. I say it every video, but I really do mean it. I appreciate all of you guys just being a part of the community and talking about motocross and supercross and motocross supercross games and running multiplayer, you know, whatever, trying your tracks out. It's a ton of fun. I appreciate you. This has been a weird year, but for the channel, it's been a pretty good year. And the reason it's been a good year is because of you guys. And we've had some games, some DLC. It's just been a weird year, but still a good year for motocross game content. But yeah, we're kind of rambling, getting a bit mushy, I guess. But seriously, you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.